So Neil, tell us about the Lioncroft rebranding project.
So this was a really nice one. Lioncroft were a wholesaling company of everything you can eat and drink, basically, all sorts of exciting things. And they came to us essentially saying that they had come up with a new identity, they were rebranding, and they basically wanted us to help with putting the already existing brand out there to the world. And we, because we're a bit of a pain in the arse sometimes, just thought, do you know what? We can do better than that, because their existing brands that they've got out there, they'd actually got in a number of different ways, and they hadn't quite got it consistent. But also, we looked at this brand here and we thought, there's something there. It's lion, it's craft, great, fantastic. But the lion's head was sagging, it looked sort of old, it looked sort of tired. It didn't look like it was ready to fight the world. It didn't look like it had got that joie de vivre to sort of inspire people and make people think this is a new company that's going places, that's trying to achieve things. And it also had practicality problems, because the tiny little details that they got in this were just scanned from a book somewhere. It wasn't their logo, but it also meant that it had restrictions. And because they're such a big company, they needed to be able to put it on everything from etching it into a piece of wood on the side of a van up to the uniforms that the people wear. So we did our usual thing, because people that know PhD say we always go through the sketching process to try and come up with something that had a little bit more life. Imagine a sort of young tiger that's ready to take on the world rather than an old one that's ready to leave this world. And we also had a lot more sharpness in there, where you can see some of these details have a lot more space in between them, so that we know it'll work small and big and work fantastic for people. And essentially, that's what we came up with. Now, it works when you put it on shiny things, it works when you emboss it into paper, it works when you embroider it on things, and it works when you stamp it onto things, so that it has all of the usability that you ever want. But of course, then we went on further to see how it could look on vans, their articulated lorries, and you get the gist. Everything from business cards through to their whole range of cans and tins and things like that. Now, the fabulous thing about what we did with that, and we're really, really, really proud of it, is that it's worked, because people look at that brand and they see that versatility in there. It works in a whole range of colours. We've got tiny little packs of sort of herbs and spices through to massive kilogram, well, sort of 15 kilogram bags. And the wonderful thing is that it looks consistent and it looks impressive, and they're over the moon with it. We're really chuffed with it. And we did eventually do what we were told to do and put it onto a whole load of stuff, but we also helped them make sure that that first bit of work was done properly, so that everything else became more impressive, easier to roll out, and more consistent. And yeah, that's an example of something that we've done for a lovely company called Lioncroft. There you go.